Hi there, I'm Judi Vitale, your astrologer with ReadTheStars.com. This is your weekly horoscopes at work for September 12th through September 18th, 2016. The big news this week is an eclipse of the moon. It's happening Friday. It's in the sign of Pisces, and if you're a Pisces, a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius, you're really going to feel it. Eclipses always have to do with things that happen outside of our control, but we can learn how to channel that energy by being aware of it and understanding what we're going through so that we can put everything into the right context. So that's the big news. There are a couple of other little things happening too. I'm going to go through it day by day now and describe it a bit better. Another concern of mine will begin on Monday. This is going to be the moon void of course periods that we have this week. We have to be careful during these periods of time on good days. This is Mercury retrograde. So this isn't easy times. And so then when we have Mercury retrograde and the void of course moon, all of those little things that go wrong with transportation and technology and communication get more complicated because with the void of course moon, the moon is unable to help us make our connections. So be careful. Monday, 6 a.m. to 5:29 p.m. Please, 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 if you're starting something new, avoid this day entirely, okay? Until after 5:29 p.m. Or if you're that ambitious, you can get up before 6 and do what you need to do. We will also have Venus square Mars on Monday. This will create some tension between male and female, passive and aggressive, all the different kinds of opposites in your life. And we'll also have the sun in a nice conjunction with Mercury. So our thoughts will be very exacting. It's a good day actually to do some editing or something of that nature where you're going back over a piece of work that you did in the past to really make sure that it's suitable for public consumption. The moon moves into Aquarius at 5:29 p.m. on Monday, and then it stays there for the entire day on Tuesday. I would say that it's a good day, except the sun is going to be in a square with Mars. When this happens, people tend to pick fights. So just be very circumspect and try to keep in mind and go with the Aquarius moon theme, which is what's good for everybody involved. And then I think you'll have a more successful day. Wednesday, we have another moon void, of course, day, but that one doesn't start until 11:30 a.m., but it ends at 10:23 p.m. With the moon in Aquarius, this is stuff having to do with groups and community things that are not going to go as planned. But we're going to have a nice moon trine Venus and sextile Mars, so maybe some of those conflicts that crept up on Monday will resolve themselves. Thursday, we will have the nice Pisces moon, which gives us access to our imagination, and the moon will also be not only in conjunction, but in alignment with planet Neptune, and this will give us the ability to see the infinite nature of our existence and also of our imagination. If you're doing anything that requires creativity, Thursday is your day to work on it. You'll also notice that people are not exactly walking around firmly planted with their feet on the ground, or as some of us say, in their bodies, because the full moon will be starting to influence us on Thursday as well. Although it doesn't take place until Friday, there's that anticipatory angst that people get just before a full moon, and certainly with an eclipse of this nature. The eclipse takes place on Friday, and the actual fullness of the moon is exactly at 3:05 p.m. But we will also be having, the eclipse before and after that period because the eclipse takes a little bit longer to elapse. And that is going to be the big day when things will be happening from the outside that we may not necessarily have control over. Then, right after the eclipse, boom, the moon goes void, of course. And as it does that, we will be void, of course, in Pisces. Friday night, your plans might be up in the air. Leave them that way. Just have a good time with whatever you're doing. Then on Saturday, we will have the moon in Aries. The weekend looks really exciting, with the moon in Aries starting at 12:22 a.m. and Mars trine Uranus. Lots of physical energy around. And it's a smooth physical energy, too. So if you have anything that requires that kind of force behind it, Saturday is your day for anything that's, moving stuff around. Are we raking leaves yet? I think some of us are. But, yard work, the kinds of, putting things away for the fall, that kind of great stuff. Saturday's your day for that. Sunday, the moon is in Aries again and goes void, of course, at 4:10 p.m. with Venus opposite Uranus, and then the moon also getting involved in this configuration with the moon opposite Venus and the moon conjunct Uranus in Aries. And so look for some emotional upsets, or better yet, look for ways around them. Try not to get upset yourself. Try to just take a step back and ask again, how can I make this situation work for everyone involved? But with the moon in Aries, people will be very self-centered. They will want to get things done soon, and they will want them their way. So be aware of all of that. So with all this going on, you must need a reading. Yeah, you can always give me an email at Judi, Judi, at readthestars.com. I'm also available for transpersonal coaching, public speaking engagements, parties. And this week I will be taking a trip for my studies in transpersonal counseling and psychology, so I won't be in Pittsburgh, but you can always reach me through my email, Judi, Judi, at readthestars.com.